It's Friday night, and I'm sitting here in front of a microphone, so you know what that means. It's time to introduce the one and only lady of the spice, Regina DeCicco.
Yeah, I'll clap for me. I don't care.
I'll clap for you.
All right, I'll do it. You guys jumped in. We're not used to being around people. We don't know what the rules are. How is everybody? Does everyone just feel insane in general? I just want to check it. Good. We all feel, right? The Roaring 20s is exactly the right mood. I was talking to Kate before. We're both like, we feel out of control. We're not sure we're supposed to be doing. You look fantastic, by the way. At a time where I'm still having trouble getting dressed. I'm basically like, do these pants fit? Let's do it. But you put a whole... It is sad. This clothes I never thought I'd wear again. I'm like, well, you clothes. So let's do it. You look fantastic. You really have nailed it. I mean, and the tack and everything you've got. Are you guys here together? Yeah. She's like, you certainly are here together. How long have you guys been together? Forever. That was good. This is good audience participation. How long has it been?
We're celebrating.
We're married almost 6 years.
Yes. Oh my God. We love that. Yes.
But we've known each other since we were 13. So.
Wow. Look.
She jumps in with the hard number.
Yeah, you're
She's
like,
like,
this,
yeah.
that's what you're like, I am tired of his stuff. Like,
He says forever.
you're like, no, it's been, yeah. So you're like, I can't even get excited anymore. You don't even have it in you to get excited anymore. Because you know, did you guys know at 13 that this was it? No, not at all. When did you date officially?
Probably 2014? That's when we started dating. So probably like a year and a half before we actually got engaged. So.
Look at this. I love this. This is good. Good advice. Because there's literally a wedding invitation backstage. I was like, Lorenzo and Andrew getting married. I was like, I literally got invited to a wedding, I think. But it was not for me. But I found a wedding invitation backstage, Mickey.
Is it a +1?
Yeah,
Let's go.
We're going. August 2022. I read the whole thing for some reason, but I did. But it's good. But like I was saying, when I started talking, we literally feel like everything feels crazy again, right? Like it's so bizarre. But like I keep trying to think of the positives. I'm like, but last year we didn't even have stuff to cancel, right? So in my head, I'm like, are we doing great? Like stuff's getting canceled later? Is this good? Is this not good? And that's what it feels like. It feels like and we preface everything. That's exactly. So we're literally like, oh yeah, I know friends. I mean, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen the friends, but I know friends. But it's happening. It's around. I don't know my best friend that I've never seen. I've never even talked. Like that's literally we're so out of control. You look very professional over there. You did. I was like, you were on the edge of your seat. I like it. This is not a TED Talk. You will learn nothing from me. But you look like you might be prepared to take something for whatever I'm going to say. It's nonsense. It's all, don't take a drink. It's all nonsense, mostly. That's usually what comes out. Oh my God. Now, what is your name? I like to get to know the people. I mean, I'm used to not talking to people. And now I'm like, oh my God, people with faces? I love it. Yes, talk to me. Will, I love it. Will, and Will, who are you here with?
My friends.
Listen, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh my God, good. And is it you right here on the couch together? And you guys, everyone looks so great tonight. Do you guys feel great? You should, because you all look. I mean, I've seen you. Hello. Oh, look, there's the virtual one. They're in. Perfect. No, everybody does. We look together. You got it. Look at you guys wave it. Look at this is how much we're not used to other people. We're like people on a wall. Oh wait, virtual people. Look at that. We're like, oh my goodness. Look, we're so excited to see other human beings that we're like, is Natasha really in space? Maybe.
Hi, Regina.
Oh my God, is that them? I love it. Where's it?
I don't know if that was supposed to happen.
I don't even know if we're getting invaded. I feel like we'll go. Was it Mary? Was it Mrs. Spice? Which also seems festive for the holidays. I like it. It was a little Mrs. Spice. I like it. We don't even know what that noise was. We're like, let's just go with it because we can't. We got to roll with the punches these days.
We're rolling with it.
I'm just glad I didn't stop any of my pandemic activities, and I'm just glad I never stopped eating or drinking. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready now. Right? Are you guys still drinking a lot? Did anyone ever stop drinking? Did anyone go back to no? This isn't an intervention by any means, everybody. I'm literally just checking in and letting you guys know I started out the same way, very like nonchalant. Like we'd have a little bottle of wine at night, like me and the husband. I'd pour a glass, I'd pour him a glass, and then he'd go to pour more, and he'd realize the bottle was empty, and I'm like, I finished it. Like that was just it. And then by the end, Mickey, just the whole bottle. Like now, if I open a bottle of wine, I'm like, it has to be finished. There's no point in not finishing it. Is that where everyone is, just to be sure? Is everyone a functioning alcoholic essentially, but not in a bit? Look, it's like, yes. Thank you for being honest. Everyone is a little shy about it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying I'm wasted right now. You can't tell. That's my point. We're highly functioning. We're just doing what we need to do, right? Mickey you never know what's in my water bottle.
Oh, I know.
I
know.
Mickey does know. Mickey does know because we're at work together. So Mickey knows exactly.
I know, you take a sip of water, and the next 2 minutes later, you're going to turn up. Like, let's go.
Let's do the show, everybody. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, so that's what I do. I do warm-up comedy. That's why I know you are very engaging, and I love it. And like warm-up used to be fun because you talk to people like, oh, my God, where are you from? And now you ask people where they're from, and everybody judges because it's like, oh, is that a hot spot? Do you know what I mean? Like, it used to be so fun, and you would clap to people from other places. And now, you guys, I was at the tree lighting for Rockefeller Center, which was great. And as soon as I started, I'm like, how's everybody doing? They're like, yeah. And there was a woman in the front. And I was like, oh, my God, are you visiting or on vacation? She was like, yes. And I was like, where are you from? And she was like, South Africa. And then everyone around was like, oh. Yeah, like, nobody said anything. But I was like, what are the there was never a time when that would happen. People would never judge places before. And now I'm almost afraid to ask. We know too much about what's going on everywhere that it's like, no, we need to go back. It was better when we didn't know anything, guys. Do you guys feel like we know too much? It's just hard to enjoy anything anymore. Do you guys feel that way? You do. How are you doing over there? I know too much. You don't. You've got nothing. It's hard, right, Lorenzo? It's hard. What a great name, by the way. I love it. That's why I'll keep saying it. I love it. It is a good name. Do you guys know Lorenzo or no? No, perfect. Listen, that's what this is about. We haven't been able to meet people or talk to people, and we're so awkward, right? So it's like we're going to do it together, guys. We're going to make it less weird here talking to other people, even though, honestly, it still feels weird. The vibe I'm getting still feels weird. Here, it's no pressure. No, I kid, you guys. I kid. So you guys have been in a relationship for a long time. So you get it. So that's funny. Me and my husband married 2014. The same. So are we like the same? Do we get married at the same time? Ish. I mean, we didn't know each other from we were 13. We did not, just that, so you guys know. But I feel like love is not what I thought it would be, right? I mean, you're getting married, right? You guys know you've been together. I feel like they always tell you, like, they make it sound beautiful, like two becoming one. They make it sound like a sexual. Hey, well, you guys have been married for a long time, too. Mary Beth and Mickey, are you 6 years, too? Were you 2014? When were you guys?
2013.
2013.
2013,
okay.
yeah.
So I feel like, they always tell you it's like a two becoming one sounds beautiful. It sounds sensual. And I feel like there is something to two becoming one, but not in the way you think. Like, me and my husband were on the couch the other day, right? And we were both sitting on the couch, and like, we were like two becoming one, but not in a sexy way, more like an amoeba. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know where I ended and he began. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't tell. And at one point, like, somebody farted, and I was just like, whose ass was that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. Guys, you guys fart. Everyone has assholes in here, right? Listen, it's Friday night at the Spice.
Bunch of assholes.
It's Friday night at the Spice, guys. It's Saturday. Hey, Mary Beth, I don't even know what day it is.
You are drunk.
Send help. Do you understand? I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Mary Beth. Guys, I don't even know. Are we back at not knowing what day it is? I can't do that again. Do you remember we didn't know what day it was for so long?
Yeah.
It felt like, oh God, we can't get back there. But we do. Guys, back to the assholes. It is okay. Do jokes about farts make you guys nervous or no? Do they? You can admit. Do you guys good with that as a couple? You're totally good. Can I ask you guys? Listen, I'm gonna get personal, but you guys are sharing. Do you guys fart in front of each other? Yeah. I like that she didn't answer. You were like, God damn right we do. And she was like, do we? And you were like, maybe I don't. Do you?
Listen.
Tell us, girl. It happens. That's what I mean. But I feel like there's some women that don't in relationships. It doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? I think there's women that hold it in. I don't want to put anybody on the pressure in here. Okay, listen, you don't have to tell me, but in a relationship, do you hold it in?
I've been married 22 years, so there's no holding it.
Right, exactly. You guys, 22 years, poor Kate would explode. Do you know what I mean? If Kate had held it, should have been like, oh my God, I'm at the Spice. I'm having such a great time. Kate would be like, let me sit over here. Just roll down on this chair. You can't hold it in for that long. It's not safe. I really encourage, this is what I want. It's what I want women to know, like, listen, because some women, I feel like they want to make a good impression. I don't know how the men folk feel. I don't know if you guys relationships or if you're in a relationship with anyone. Are you in a relationship with anybody? No. Okay. How would you feel on this subject?
I feel like the early part of a relationship is like a lot of holding in.
What? I feel like that. You're like, we're definitely in the holding in phase of this relationship. So that's
terrible.
How long did you guys wait? You and Mary Beth, do you remember?
It's still the dog, you know?
It's still the dog. They're still not taking. That's so fun. Because I will tell you guys, the very first time I let one rip in front of John, right, in front of my husband, the first time I let one rip, let me paint the scene. It was Thanksgiving, right? And he wanted me, you are so good. And you're an amazing audience member. So it was Thanksgiving. He wanted me to take a peek at the turkey. So I bent over to take a look in the oven, and the tiniest little toot just slipped right out, right? It's true. And he was like, oh my God, that is the cutest thing I've ever heard. And I was like, if you think that's cute, wait until I try to digest milk, right? That's real. That's what I'm telling you.
It is.
And you,
It is.
and you get there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean-
I don't even know. I can't tell it. I can't.
Would it be a lot before the interview portion of the Spice if you told this story? And even though I kind of, do we need to do an after hours so Mickey can tell this story? Because I think we might.
That's what it comes down to. It's just like ice cream, sex, and like become like a human whoopee cushion. I couldn't hold it in. Like, it was too much. It's like it just kept coming out. And we had just started dating. I was so
And
embarrassed.
you're like, oh God. I was like, oh my God, these are two things that I wanted. I shouldn't have put them together. You're like, note to self, sex and ice cream are two separate things.
It was terrible.
You can't do everything you love on the same night, you guys. That's the moral of the story. It's not fair. You can't do it. You can't do it. Oh my God, Mickey. Good share, Mickey. Good share. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Not easy being gassy.
It's not easy. But I will say, like, I do have an aggressive fart for a lady. I'll share that with you guys. But it is nothing compared to what comes out of my husband. I will tell you guys that. I will. I went to charge my phone. I went to charge my phone near the couch. And I was like, oh my God, did you fart over here? From the other side of the room, my husband was like, yeah, half an hour ago. Right, but like, why is it still alive and well near the kid? You understand it? Like, Lorenzo likes this one. It took up real estate, like it's furnished an apartment. But the worst is in bed. The worst is in bed. Because here's what I do, right? Like, I lock it down. I lock it down, and then like John is like, no, you have to let it go. You have to let it dissipate, right? And I'm like, no, if I let it go, people will die. Right? Like, that's the reality. You guys, I'm gonna leave you guys because we've taken a weird turn. But I'm not stopping it here, Mickey, because we've gotten here. We've gotten here. So as a comedian, we travel a lot in hotels, or we were. We'll see what happens. So if you guys know, there's no plunger in a hotel toilet. Did anybody know that? Usually if you know this, you know the hard way, right? You're like, sadly, yes, I know this one. Right? Right, exactly. There's no plunger in a hotel toilet. So if you have a problem, you have to call to the front desk, right? That's it. It's never your problem. You have to involve other people. So I was doing a show. I was staying in a hotel. I had a problem. I called onto the front desk, and she was like, oh, you can just come to the lobby, and you can get a plunger. I was like, oh, can I? I can just go to the lobby and get a plunger and then walk back to my room? Right? Like, all Game of Thrones? Like, shame. Shame. She's like, no. Why do they make it? You're already having the worst day. And they're like, we've got a way to make it worse. Come to the lobby. And then, like, take your trophy out. It's insane. Has it ever happened to you, Mickey?
Yeah.
I mean, after the ice cream story, we
No,
knew, guys,
it
that
wasn't
was an
me.
easy
It
one.
wasn't me.
It
I
wasn't
didn't.
you.
I didn't do. I was.
It was in the before times? It was in the before Mary Beth times? Moving right along.
No. It was the Maribeth.
Oh, it was me? Oh, no, it was.
I took the brunt of it, though. When they came out, I was like, I'm sorry. Too much ice cream. But it wasn't me.
Who brought this dog to hotel? You guys, enough about Mary Beth and Mickey. Are you guys ready? It's too much. There's nowhere for us to go from here. Are you guys ready to kick this off?
Let's do
Are
it.
you guys ready to kick this off? Is
Let's
it
do it.
time?
It
I'm going to
is
send
time.
it back to DJ Mickey D because I can't wait for this tonight.
Thank you. Let's do it. Thank you.
Oh my God, let's do it.
All right.
Sparkly. We're so sparkly tonight.
We are sparkly. Good evening.